Welcome to Coffee with Keisha with your host, author, life strategist, and motivational speaker, Keisha Spivey.
Thank you for tuning in to Coffee with Keisha. I'm Keisha Spivey, your host, where we deal with real women, real challenges, in search of real solutions to manage their everyday life. So grab your cup of coffee and come on. Hope you got your cup of coffee. Thanks for tuning in to today's Coffee with Keisha. Being a woman is simply overwhelming. So many people, so many things, deadlines, pressures, responsibilities. Everything is requiring so much of you. And as a woman, it's your heart desire to give so much of it out. The only problem with trying to be everything to everyone is that it's just one of you. And women, we often spend time comparing ourselves. If we weren't married, if we didn't have children, if I didn't stay home, if I had a job, if I could stay home. It's so simple to begin to compare our life to someone else's. And we all know we all have our own journey. And today, Coffee with Keisha is going to begin a series called Shades of Grace with different women, different backgrounds, marital statuses, careers are all different, but the challenges that all women face are universal. And we're going to discuss that through the series. First up on our panel of women is Janelle Martin. Janelle, thank you for being here on today.
Glad to be here.
Janelle, would you introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Janelle Martin. I am 23 years old, been married for 6 months, no children, have a degree in psychology, but I'm actually a clothing designer.
Awesome, awesome. With that, being a newlywed and just getting started, would you say you get everything you need to get done in a day?
No. I am blessed if I can get half of it done sometimes. But when it comes to me, trying to get my clothing line out as well as take care of my husband's needs, it kind of clashes together, and most of the time it ends up taking care of his needs and mine leaving out.
So when you're looking at that, what would you say is the biggest reason that you're not able to get the things that are important to you done?
Prioritizing.
Prioritizing.
Yeah, prioritizing. I think I put myself so far behind at times that where I should put myself a little bit further. So I would say my priorities are kind of...
You're newlywed, so you're new into the game. What was different before you got married with your life versus adding a husband and his needs into the mix? What was the biggest change for you?
Another person. I have to start with that. But I would have to say the biggest change was taking on another vision. Because when I had my own vision in mind, that's all I shot for. But then when I have another vision, it's like now I have to put my vision on the same track as his vision, and we can do it together, but the same separate visions, but it's on the same track.
So as you look back over this, what would you say is one thing that you've done extremely well in the process? What's one thing that you're proud of?
Getting my line out. I'm very, very proud of that. It took me so long to find out what it is I really wanted to do because I had so many different things that I thought I was good at. And I was saying, I'm good at this, good at that, but I had to narrow it all down to one category, and it'll have to be getting my line out and just being able to have my fashion shows coming up and have different clothing lines and just, my little children line coming out, so I'm just excited that I can actually get it out there now because it's been so much of a dream that now it's actually manifesting.
So what would be one thing you haven't done well that you're willing to share?
One thing I haven't done well, I would have to say sticking to dates. Like having, I plan for things to be done at a certain time. Actually sticking to that date, I've been falling behind, and I guess it has to be for me just saying, putting it off and, saying, well, I'll do this tomorrow or I'll do this a couple of hours later and a couple of hours later come and I never get it done. So I have to say putting things off is...
And if you were to give the viewers one piece of advice, what would it be?
Don't give up. Even though you may be behind, even though you may seem like, I got so much on my plate, I'm doing this, doing that, just remember not to ever let it go. Because if you hold on to it, you don't drop it, just gotta keep on going.
Awesome. As you can see, Janelle has a very, very busy life. She's married, newlywed, no kids. And for all of you married women out there with children who say, if I didn't have kids, I couldn't get it done, Janelle is saying she has no children and she's still struggling, and it's a challenge for her to get it done. So we appreciate you being here and just sharing a little bit of what's going on in your life, because no matter how we look at it, whatever situation we're dealing with or whatever we have, whoever's in our life, whoever's not, whatever we're doing professionally or whatever we're not, we still have to make the very, very best of it. So we appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to today's Coffee with Keisha. And as you know, these ladies have blessed us. They have shared their personal testimonies. They've shared their struggles, their challenges, their victories. And what they've proven to us is no matter if you're married or single, no matter what you do for a living, you have 24 hours a day. That's 168 hours every week to create a life that you love and that you enjoy. So whatever you're doing, decide to do more. Decide to be more. Decide to start right where you are and use each of their testimonies as an example of what you can be when you make up your mind and you decide to do something to it. So for ladies, what we want to tell the people is to make sure that they know to do you to the max. Oh, I appreciate you, ladies.
Thank you for watching Coffee with Keisha. To meet Keisha live, join her every second Saturday at 9 a.m. and every third Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. at the Juice and Java Coffee House at 1603 New Garden in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Or for more information on how to meet Keisha or to schedule her for your event, please contact the Maximize Results Group at 336-707-7938 or visit us on the web at www.umaximized.com. Join us next time for another exciting episode of Coffee with Keisha. Until then, do you to the max.